What up? What up? Once again, it's on, man. Welcome to the Good Game Podcast with T Good
and T Rice.
Man, so good to be back. It's a blessing. What's been up with you, my guy?
Oh man, I've been living, feeling a lot better. Last time we was up in here, I was dealing with that little earpiece, but I'm almost back. I'm back. I'm almost.
So is that your excuse for the way I pounded you last time? You weren't up to snuff. You weren't feeling good.
I don't know if you pounded me, but if you felt that way, then we're gonna say that's exactly why you must have felt good.
No, I could tell you weren't at yourself though. You did a great show. But I could tell that you weren't feeling good, so I'm glad to see you more like yourself today.
Absolutely.
A little bit more lighthearted, a little more clownish, like your usual self.
Yeah.
But what's been up with you, though? What's been going on, man? You been staying in the house, or are you running free? I know you're not a real COVID enthusiast. What's your positioning?
I mean, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live my life. It's a lot of things out here that can catch us. So I'm out here living. Still working hard, training, and doing them things like that.
So let me ask you this: are you masking up?
I'm masking up. Yes. I haven't. They make us mask up. So
they force.
they force you to mask up. I'm not going to go against the grain. If that's what they feel will help bring the numbers down, then you got me. I'll be part of that. I've always been one to follow the what you want to say.
The protocol?
The protocol. I'll follow it.
Yeah.
If that's what they say.
Yeah, because, it's nothing. It's a no-lose proposition. It's really nothing it can't hurt anything. But it's just not proven that it really helping anything.
Absolutely.
So we just don't really know. So because I had such young kids, I got young babies. I got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old.
You just don't want to test
careful.
it. Right.
I ain't no need to test it. However, I'll be interested to see the flu numbers this year.
Listen, man.
See if they borrowed from the flu numbers.
They haven't said nothing about the flu.
But they said the flu season's about to kick in, so we'll see whether or not the numbers are what they usually are. a little bit different. But anyway, enough about COVID, man. I feel blessed. I'm glad to be here with you, bro. The playoffs.
The NBA playoffs have come.
Okay, so are we calling them the bubble playoffs? The playoffs? What we calling them?
I'm going to call it the bubble.
Gonna call it the bubble?
I'm gonna call it the bubble. The COVID bubble offs.
The bubble offs?
The bubble offs.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If your boys, Westbrook and Harden, win it all, is it still the bubble off?
It's always gonna be the bubble offs.
Okay, I just don't want it to suddenly turn to the playoffs and turn to something real.
Now listen. Any tournament, any format is hard to win.
Agreed.
I'm just not using this for those to compare. So if Harden and them win it, I'm not going to be like, well, Harden's better than Iverson because he got a bubble ring. I'm just not going to use the bubble to compare it to the greats. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so this is documented and recorded. So I'm going to hold you to that.
Right.
Because I'm just saying I don't want that to come up then. If they happen they're not going to win it. But I'm saying if
they may not. We'll get to that, but they may not win it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
they really don't.
They won't win.
They really don't have a roster, to be honest with you.
Come on, bro, man, stop it. We'll get, like you said, we'll get to that, man. You always make an excuse card.
No, I don't use an excuse.
They got an excuse pass created specific.
There's no excuse. I just said they won't. They may not win it, but
because they don't have a squad.
Can we make our picks? Because you haven't even made a pick yet. I mean, you got the NBA probably. We'll get to it.
No, well, see, this is the thing. My guy, KD, who I ride with. Is not playing.
That's a good person to ride with.
He's out.
That's a real good person.
Yeah, I was riding with him when it wasn't seen as so good to ride with him.
No, it's always been. Yeah. I've always thought it's been a good one. I think we broke up because of the breakup. You see what I'm saying? I rode with him too, but I had
rode with Westbrook.
I rode with KD and Westbrook, but you kind of disrespected and made excuses. So I went on with Westbrook. I went on with Westbrook. I don't have no reason to go against it. I ain't tripping. You went on with KD. Had sunnier days in the Bay Area.
Absolutely.
And that's great.
Had sunnier days. It was super shady.
I got invited.
Yeah, I invited you.
Thank you.
So don't say I got invited.
Thank you.
Say
I got invited.
You invited me.
I jumped on.
I'll let you ride.
I'll let you ride. Sure.
Yeah, come with your boy. You good. You can come get it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we got a great show. Excited to be back in the building. Talk some playoffs. And we'll see y'all in the first half. Welcome to the first half. Good Game Podcast. The playoffs are starting, or as my counterpart T. Rice calls them the bubble offs.
The bubble offs, bro. It's been a lot of good basketball in the bubble. I can't even front. It's been a whole lot of good basketball in the bubble. So bubble off, as I was stating to you, any kind of tournament or any type of situation is always hard to win. You know, so I mean, I'm excited. There's nothing else to watch.
Nothing else to
nothing
watch,
else
man.
is going on. So I'm very excited to break this down, put this on tape. Our predictions,
Yeah.
our predictions. You know, because there's a lot of people that take a lot of stake in, let's say, those that's on TV's prediction, like Nick Wright, is that his name? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Mixed with a little bit of shade. The people he like or don't like, he make excuses and
Make
disappear
excuses,
when
yeah,
he
yeah.
wrong.
Well, we here to try to bring some truth to it. We might, you know what I'm saying?
We might upset some people with our picks.
Absolutely.
But we're going to try to get it right because this will be documented and we'll be held accountable for what we say. And I'm certainly going to hold you accountable for everything that's said in here. It would be a better playoffs for me if my guy was playing, if KD was playing, Kyrie. I think.
Before we get to the segment, since you brought them up, with KD and Kyrie out right now, do you still on record have KD as the best basketball player in the association?
Yes, and you know what? I have to be honest. It's a bigger gap than it's been for a long time with him now.
It's been a while. The gap hasn't been this big.
Oh, it's been Jordan Drexler, maybe.
That's where we at now?
Oh, yeah. It's been like
Well,
a
you
number
got-
two
you
is
got a
a
lot-
distant number two.
You got a lot of Greek fans that may not believe that.
Greek, man, is. Let's see if he got the number one seed in the East, which we're about to talk about the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna start
and the
with.
seeding. That's the first half. He'll have a chance to show improve.
Absolutely.
Now, I think you and tell me, do you agree with this? This is me. This is just me, and you may disagree. Obviously, you can't win a real championship this year in the bubble offs. You can't win a real championship.
That's what
to
I'm
me,
saying.
and you can't get the championship ring. No, but that's not all I'm saying. This second part is what you may agree with, or disagree with. But you can lose a lot of credit with me. In this. Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, yeah.
They can't win you.
No, but you can
But
certainly
you-
lose me. You can lose me. I can talk bad about you. Yeah, if the wrong thing happens, and speaking of the Greek freak, you got the 1 seed. I expect you to be in the bubble all finals and shine in them.
It should be
If
no
you don't
excuse.
get there-
It should be no excuse.
No,
right?
I gotta talk. I'm gonna talk bad about you. So there's a lot of things I want to see because I'm hearing his name mentioned a lot, and he was on the tear last year when he got clamped by the Claw. You remember that? I know you don't like to give the Claw a lot of credit, and I understand that, but you can just nod your head. The Claw locked him up and exposed
Things
the
got
flaws
rough.
in his game.
Things
Yeah,
got
we were
rough.
like, bro, you need some more tools in your bag.
To be honest with you, that's an easy guard for the Claw.
Thank you.
The Claw's strong enough. He don't have enough. You know, what's hard for the Claw is a little bit more agile and quicker guys. This, you know what I'm saying? I know you all don't like Harden, but Harden's a hard guard for Claw because he's crafty. Whereas that's not taking nothing from
I
you.
didn't say I don't like Harden.
But I'm just saying, whereas Greek is right up Claw's alley.
You're
Claw
right.
probably laugh about that.
It's a Taylor Bay. He just sit on that.
You ain't got no
grit.
jumper.
You ain't got no.
You ain't gonna
can't
bully-
get
you ain't gonna
missing.
bully- you ain't gonna bully
You can't
me.
get rid of
You ain't
it.
gonna-
So what, you gonna body me? No.
So he's happy that Claw's gone. You
Out of the East.
Out of the East.
He like, I can make my way. So there's a lot of. So let's get right into it. Speaking of the Claw. Speaking of the Greek Freak, they're the number 1 seed. The 8 seed is Orlando. How do you foresee that going? Make your pick, sir.
Milwaukee and Orlando. I got the Bucks in 4. I got the Bucks sweeping Orlando 4.
I don't know if we should waste much time talking. I agree. Orlando doesn't have much. Anybody you interested? Any matchup you interested in that series? I have to be honest, man. I'm grasping at straws to think of an interesting reason to watch that series.
I would have to be very boring.
Yeah.
I'm like not doing anything and just having to turn to the TV.
Maybe Gordon
That's
might
not
get a
really-
fast break dunk.
Yeah. I mean, Orlando has some length. They
Mm-hmm.
have length. They can shoot the 3 a little bit. I just don't know right now if they, you know what I'm saying, with Milwaukee. That's a bad matchup against Milwaukee.
It's a bad matchup. I think I can see that being a sweep. So let's go on to the number 2 seed in the East, which is the
Raptors
Raptors.
and the Nets. Who you have? The Toronto Raptors versus the Brooklyn Nets. Who do you have?
I have to say versus the KD and Kyrie list. Nets.
All right.
I gotta say that.
They're different. They're different Nets.
Oh, it's a different Nets when my guys suit up.
Well, before you answer that question,
Okay.
we must give a great shout out to the great Karis LeVert, because he's going to be a heck of a piece with them two guys.
Bro, I told you. You remember that day I texted you and said his game remind me of your game? You remember that?
I remember you saying something about that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because he was murdering that day with the step back game.
Oh, my God.
So I was like, yeah, bro, he's killing. So now people act like they never heard of him before, but I had been seeing him murder. So I tell you what, they gonna get a game. They gonna get a game.
You think they'll get a game in the series?
Yeah, they'll get a game.
4-1.
It ain't gonna get much better than that. 4-1. Yeah.
4-1. 4-1, because my man Van Fleet is on a tear too right now. You see him, that backcourt, him and Kyle Lowry, man. And then you got
That's one thing. Lowry comes and goes though.
He's solid.
He comes
He's
in,
solid.
but he plays. But this is what you talk about with certain other players that we'll get to. He plays well against guys he should play better than. But when he plays against a guy that's a killer on the other side, sometimes he don't show up.
That has been his,
Sometimes it's like it's hit and miss. Like,
that has been his.
does he get
flaw.
intimidated or
But
what?
I think the last
Yeah.
2 years, I think he's solid. He's
Okay.
solid. He give you exactly, as a coach, you're gonna get exactly what you want from him. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
fair.
So yeah, 4-1.
4-1, I say 4-1.
Brooklyn plays hard. They play hard. I love them young guys. I just wish KD and Kyrie could be there. They go, ooh.
I know it's playing fantasy league, but would you give them a shot at winning it all if Kyrie and KD were playing?
I tell you this. And I mean, I don't know how big our podcast will go. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, those in LA may hear me.
Yes, absolutely.
They better grab a bubble championship or whatever they can get.
They better hurry up.
They better hurry up.
Hurry up. Because I heard through the grapevine they thinking about adding some more talent in Brooklyn.
Well, the one thing they said, because you know they got the billionaire, if I'm correct, they got the billionaire Asian man
Yes.
as the owner, right?
Yes.
They about to throw everything at Popovich. They about to throw everything at Pop.
Don't get Pop.
Don't get Pop.
Don't get coaching. Get a system. Listen, man, I'm telling you, it could really go down if Kyrie can stay healthy, if KD can stay healthy, and even be 85% of what he was before. I think it could be exciting.
I think he's gonna be 100.
You think he's gonna be 100?
I think the media, man, you know, the funny thing about this is this. Everybody try to call KD soft because of the burner accounts and all that.
Stop.
I think the media, I think they woke up a giant, man. They mess with KD.
They did.
to do what he does.
They did.
I've never seen that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen a superstar go baptize the man is supposed to be the man. I've never seen, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I know Boston beat the Lakers and Paul Pierce played well. Ray Allen played well, but they didn't baptize Kobe. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Dikembe Mutombo, they didn't nobody. Hakeem Olajuwon played well. Shaq played well. He
Yeah.
didn't baptize Shaq. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My man sort of like Olajuwon did David Robinson.
Sunday.
You feel all because of the media.
Yeah.
If the media be nice and just say a couple nice things
Like,
about
you
KD.
get me killed. You get me dragged. Y'all get me murdered.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
ain't no way out. That's my matchup all series. And it's apparent.
And they did the same thing the year before to Curry.
Sure
Kyrie
did.
felt the same way. Like,
Sure did. And said, let me expose. Let me
stop this
expose.
nonsense.
You can get people into a situation they can't get themselves out of.
Absolutely.
You make a lot of sense with that one. So what's the next matchup? The Boston Celtics and the 76ers?
Boston Celtics, history there. History's there. That's always
But
been
another
great.
snoozer. I hate to say this, man, but this Eastern Conference, man, it leaves so much to be desired. Now that Claw left Toronto. Toronto's a good squad, too. I don't think we really mentioned enough with them being a 2 seed. They're a threat.
They're a threat.
They're a
I
threat
like
to go
Toronto.
all the way.
I like
Yeah,
Toronto.
I do, too. So they're a threat. But, man, the rest of these, man, with Ben Simmons out,
I think the Boston Celtics and the Sixers still going to be a good series. That's just history there.
Yeah.
You know, back when Doc and Bird, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of history with
They have a lot of history.
So I got, me personally, I got these Celtics winning. I got the Celtics winning.
If
I got
Embiid
the
goes
Celtics
on a
winning
tear,
in-
is Embiid
Embiid's
doing?
playing.
Is he well? Is he playing?
He's well, but if he loses, they probably say he was sick.
Don't do it.
I got the Celtics in 6.
Say he had a sour stomach. They might say.
I got the Celtics in 6.
Okay, Celtics in 6. Let me see. You know what, man? I hate to. You know what? That sounds about right. Because I was thinking 7, but I think Embiid might bow one out a little early.
Yeah.
I'll say the Celtics in 6 as
Me
well.
too. I think that Ben Simmons is going to hurt. Not having him.
I was ready to see what he was bringing new to the table. He kind of gets a pass because I was ready to watch him in the playoffs and see if he added any more tools. He's in that Greek freak bag.
He is. What is his second or third year? Third year?
Yeah, third or fourth.
Not fourth.
He has it. And when I say he's in that Greek freak bag, I'm not saying he's on the level of Greek freak
I know what you mean.
yet. But he's in the bag where he could be so much more with a few more tools.
Right.
And he needs to get in the gym, bro. So the last is Indiana and Miami. That's the last. That's the 4-5 matchup.
4-5 matchup. Indiana, Miami.
So who do you have?
I got Miami.
You got Miami?
I got Miami.
And how many?
I got Miami in 6.
I got Indiana in 7.
That's okay. That's good.
I'll
That's
take-
good. That's gonna be good.
Now that'll be worth watching because they got a lot of scrappy guys,
A lot of scrappy
young
guys.
guys.
I want to see Butler. Butler, he got a lot of props there for a minute. Even myself, I compared Butler to Kawhi.
Yeah.
So I want to see what Butler does.
Do you still do that, or do you
I still
regret
think
that?
No, I don't regret it. I still
Do you
think
say I'm
Butler-
sorry for that?
Not at all. I still think Butler's on the level of Kawhi. Kawhi has been in some great positions. But I still
You think
believe-
so? You say that you still think that?
Buddy, if you really want me to get on record of saying what I got to say, we can spill. I'm gonna spill this, and I want you to take this to the bank.
Okay.
Kawhi's not even the best player on his team. You understand what I'm saying?
Who is?
Paul George. But okay, but we'll get to that when we get to the
Why?
West.
Because he likes Kobe.
Who? They
Paul
both like
George.
Kobe. If
'Cause
that's
he
the
looked
ca-
up
if
to
that-
Kobe?
If that's the case, Kawhi.
'Cause he
looked
looked up to Kobe?
Kobe ain't got to do with this. Kawhi looked at Kobe.
He wears 24 for Kobe, bro.
What do you mean? What? I didn't even know his number.
Paul George did.
I'm glad you do. I didn't know his number.
You said he's the best player on the team. You just say crazy stuff,
That
bro.
ain't crazy at all.
Indefensible,
That
man.
ain't, that, what are you talking about? All right, but who you pick? You said Indiana? All
Yeah,
right,
I say Indiana
So
in
let's go
7.
to the second round.
Okay. So you take us through the second round. Take us through. We said let's go with
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Who would they be playing if our matchup?
The 4 or 5 seed. So it'd be Milwaukee and Miami.
Okay, so let's do that one. Who you got? How many games? And I'll do Milwaukee and Indiana.
I got Milwaukee. And I got Milwaukee with Miami, 6.
You think they'll take them 6?
Yeah, I think they'll take them 6. Miami's scrappy. 6.
That could be 6.
Milwaukee's not going to walk through.
I don't know though, because if they let him get loose, and then if they start giving him those ticky tack fouls, because it's hard. Because Antetokounmpo, man, he'll push off, get them spin moves, and then they'll act like you fouled him.
But
they
I'm
can
a
walk
Harden
through.
fan. It seems like the refs don't blow that regular season whistle like they do. Not even for Harden. You know what I'm saying? They don't blow.
Yeah, some of it's
they
different.
change that whistle in the playoffs.
You're right, but they haven't. They did last year. They didn't change it for the Greek. Because I thought a lot of the stuff he was doing against Boston, man, they were getting those guys
you
in
thought
foul
so?
troubles
Early,
man.
Okay.
Cheap moves. I'm serious. Like he would do a spin move, bowl you, and they'd be like foul on you. Like I'm not a fan of his game. I got to be honest. I'm just not. So I'm biased. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm like objectively like I
Bo
am
Jackson with
watching.
high tops. Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, this game just lacks polish, man.
Okay.
And for people to, I think it's one of those things where people are giving him too much credit too soon, and it makes me say, slow down.
That's the new NBA, ain't it?
That's how they did LeBron, saying he was the best player in the league when Kobe was still clearly the best, and then when KD took over, they still say LeBron's the best. Like,
when has LeBron been the best to you? I mean, real quick, since you brought that up.
I think there was a little space in time. It was a really small gap when he might have been the best because honestly, I think KD has been better than him since they played in the finals.
2012.
Yes.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
So you probably that maybe about a 2-year window.
Yeah, when he was like, because that's when he was playing D
Yeah, probably around.
He could see the court. He could score. Yeah.
Probably merged with Kobe from like 09 to 11,
Yep.
maybe 10 to,
Yep.
even though Kobe won.
And then the
from 10
baton pass. Yeah, because Kobe's
Right.
chilling,
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to win.
yeah, trying to
and,
win chips.
And what you call is just doing personal stuff.
Right,
you know what
right,
I'm saying?
right. I
So
see
it's
what you're
right
saying.
around in there to me. I don't feel like his reign has been anywhere near as long as they would like to make you think.
Right.
Because there are guys that have been better.
Right. And not only that, do you ever recall so many guys in the Michael Jordan day that said they were the best in the game?
Nope.
We got on record Harden saying he's the best in the game.
We do.
We got on record AD saying he's the best in the game.
Yep.
On record KD. I don't even know if KD's ever said it.
Yes.
KD,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
KD has said it.
They
They made sure to tag me in it because I talked about somebody else saying it, and they tagged me and said, "Your boy said it," and he did say it.
Oh, but how everybody saying it in this era?
And then the guys that say it, a lot of them's getting hardware.
Nobody-
Because Steph,
Nobody said that in the Kobe's era. Not even.
You gotta be careful. you got to be careful because people hurt your feeling like. And then, have you seen anybody win as many champions? Listen, this to me, and then we'll take it from this. I have to say, you have to dominate your era, dominate it, to be matched up with other dominating teams or players from their era.
Right.
So how can you not dominate your era? But we're going to discuss, could you have dominated the 90s like Jordan? Could you have dominated like Kobe? Wait a minute. You got to dominate your era first. Cats is getting rings all over your era.
All over your era. Doing what they
Against
want.
you. Head to head. KD is head to head dragging.
But
So
they
I'm
wanna
just
tell us,
saying.
right.
It's just something to talk about. So give me in Milwaukee and Indiana, I think Indiana's going to win. I honestly think Milwaukee probably advance in 5 against them.
Gotcha.
So then we'll go down Toronto. Toronto will be playing the winner of the.
You said you had Boston or Philly. Boston or Philly winner. So who would you have? I had Boston winning. So did you have Philly winning?
No. I said Boston and
Okay, so-
I said
so it'd be
Boston in
Toronto.
6 too. Remember
So
we
it'd
was
be
the
Toronto
same.
and Boston.
Yeah, Toronto and Boston.
Who you got?
Oh, Toronto.
Toronto.
But you know what?
I got Toronto too.
I can see that one going 6 or 7-0. I'll say 6.
I got 6 also.
Okay.
Toronto and 6.
Toronto and 6. Okay, so
I
that
like
gives,
Toronto.
I like Toronto too. I just don't know if they. It just depends on if Siakam is going to take that next step
I think he will.
to deliver it, because if so, they can upset Milwaukee.
Yeah. That brings us to
That brings
Toronto
us to
and Milwaukee. The bubble playoffs. Toronto and Milwaukee.
Ooh, you go ahead, Rice. Give me a chance to think on this. 'Cause this is on
Toronto.
record.
I'm on record picking Toronto Raptors to get to the bubble championship.
They gonna put Milwaukee out Greek. They gonna sing Greek Freak home. They better not sing Greek home. I'm gonna talk about him like a dog if he does. Whose man is that out
You
of
know
our,
who, man.
out of our homies?
You
Is that
already-
Big 40?
That Big 40, bro. He brought some. They was giving him hard. They was giving him a hard time, and I wanted to help him today. They
Oh,
did hard.
listen, I got so busy at work, but I seen that Ike and them was dragging.
Why they dragging?
They was dragging Big 40.
Changing his players up there. Big 40
He
all the way
can
up
do
in
that,
there.
though.
He in Milwaukee now.
That's cool, but he been there for it's been established.
He can do that. He can do that. And,
Yeah.
and I mess with him. But the only reason we feel good about him doing that is I don't know what was going on with him when he picked DeRozan. See what I'm saying? That was
Zero roses. He's a zero.
so he gets a pass from me because you get to go move somewhere else.
Yeah, you get to buy property wherever you want. You like Monopoly, like
They
bro.
lied
Give
to
me that deed back, bro.
They
You get
lied to
another
you.
deed.
They told you they was building out there and everything. Wexner and them.
You out there in swampland. Like, bro, listen, they sold you a dream, bro.
So that's his man. So I got Toronto
You know what, Rice?
in 7.
As much as I hate it, I got Milwaukee
Yes, sir.
going to the finals, and they better. Because if not, I'm really going to talk bad about them. They better beat Toronto. They better get to the finals, bro. Get to the finals,
I'ma be
Greek Freak.
real.
You're the best. Some people say you're the best player in the league.
I'm gonna be real. I need them to win it all, though.
Who?
I need Milwaukee to win it all.
Do you? How
I
so?
need Milwaukee to win it all.
Oh, okay. You got bread on it?
No, it's just the fact of the matter that a lot of these super fans going to take it too crazy with the bubble. I can take 40. I can take big 40.
Yeah. Because that's
everybody else I can't.
Yeah.
The narratives is going to be crazy.
Oh, the narratives is going to go crazy. But
You
now,
see what I'm saying?
we got Milwaukee poised to head into the finals for me, and for you,
I got
Toronto poised to go
again.
Okay, bro. So that's been an interesting breakdown. Coming up next, we will have Minute Rice's Minute.
We're going to break it down.
Gonna break it down. Good half, homie.
All right.
We'll see y'all in a moment.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good Gang Podcast is back at you with Minute Rice's Minute. And today, I want to know, since we're heading into the playoffs or the bubble offs, we've seen a lot of stars emerge in this environment that hadn't emerged when the real NBA was in. Some players have stepped up. Some guys that were already great players, of course, played well. And then some guys who we had never heard of before started shining. So what I want to know from somebody who's played all around the world, what is the difference between playing in an environment like the bubble, where you're going to the same gym every single day, there's no crowd, from traveling to different gyms, just the actual arena, not even the environment like you're in a city and you're doing all this traveling, but just the hoop, the fact that the court and the background and stuff is different. Can that be a contributing factor as far as you're concerned? Just what are your thoughts on playing in this bubble? And that I'll leave it open for you and I'll step out of the way. What are some of the factors that you think could be a contributor to why we're seeing some players emerge in this environment that haven't emerged before? What's going on? What could the difference be?
To me, basketball has taken a change, you know what I'm saying, a different direction with the huge contracts. And with that being said, you need to hoop and things of that nature. You need that extra motivation. I've always said that the NBA should do it sort of like football. Okay. Football, contracts aren't guaranteed. If the NBA's contracts were similar to that, we'll see a lot better basketball. Right now, we're seeing a lot of better basketball. They missed it. The ones that you see that are taking it to another level, the motivation. You see a couple guys with big contracts, but they're motivated by something else. Dame Lillard, he had another motivation to kick in, whether to get his team to the playoffs. Just with a chip on his shoulder, a lot of people never really give him the respect amongst all the guards. He's normally the bottom tier of the up-and-coming guards.
Yes.
So,
he's been shuffled to the bottom of the deck a lot. He's always up there mentioned, but when the playoff time comes around, he may be on it, he may not.
But there you go. There you go. So his motivation, you got the other guys who are hungry, like the Karis LeVerts. I seen Trey Burke. You got guys like that.
TJ guy.
TJ Warren. Yeah. Guys like that. Not to even speak on contracts. Not got the contracts, but it's just that hunger. The hungry the respect.
So what you see more than the environment change is the difference in motivation and hunger between players. You see that as the main.
I see that as the main contributor. The difference of the hunger and the motivation. A lot of people missed it. Yeah. But if you got some of them guys are happy with their contract. Kobe said that a long time ago. So their motivation and their hunger is hard to dig into that. Where these other guys, man, they just love ball, and just when it's almost being taken away from you, then that hunger jump in, and it's just coming from the playoffs is going crazy already.
Well, and you make a good point. I hadn't even really thought of that aspect of it as much, but not even you missed it so much, but when the whole league, everything to do with it is in jeopardy and up for grabs. Like the way the world is going now, like you could easily see the league disbanding. Like,
yes.
What if this money ain't available? So it's like while it's here, while I got access to this and maybe can get a contract, a check, get some bread,
Right.
that would bring you a different motivation because who knows what tomorrow holds? Who knows what next year or the year after could possibly
I have
bring?
no clue right now. I
Yeah,
have no
so
clue.
if you have this opportunity, you better take advantage of it.
Right.
But now about the other aspects of it, what parts do those contribute? Are there some guys that could play better in front of no crowd than a crowd of people booing and cheering for you or rooting against you? Are there some cats that you think ball better like in an open gym setting where nobody's there but the hoopers?
I believe that you have some cats that can ball better with no. That's the love.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the cats that love the game. You got where I'm coming from?
Sure.
And I think that's what you're seeing. Those are the cats that just love the game and that's going to go out there and give it all 100% no matter what and just ball. And then you got the cats that happen to have been very talented and really didn't have that love.
So you don't think there's so you don't think that there's a possibility of some guys, I don't want to say stage fright, but like performing in front of a big crowd. Like there's some actors that are great actors, but they can't do theater because the crowd being there bothers them.
Well, not
There's
like
some golfers that play different on the, they call them Ranger Ricks. They play better at the range, but in front of people and on
Right.
the course. So you don't think that there's any?
I don't think at the pro level,
Mm-hmm.
the fans matter because a lot of them came and performed at a high level in college, and they had abundance of fans.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I don't necessarily say having fans will bother someone,
Mm-hmm.
more or less that having fans will excite you to play better.
Okay.
Where me, I love the game, but I don't care if it's no fans. I don't care where we playing at. Check up.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna play good in front of nobody. Where you need
Got you.
Susie and Carolyn and all them in the stands. You see what I'm saying? To make you
Just like I think there were some people that said at first, before they knew how serious this COVID thing was going, that if ain't no fans there, I'm not gonna play.
some said that.
Some guy said that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what that makes it,
That shows you that I'm not playing for the love. I'm playing only if
Right.
there's a crowd there.
Right.
So it brings to light what you're saying.
it's some cats that that's been on record in years has come and said the blessing of playing NBA basketball is it's a sport. I'll be the first one to tell you that you're playing that you will play for free.
Yeah.
So these cats is getting at it, hungry in that bubble. Hungry in that bubble.
Okay, let me ask you another aspect. And all of these things are things that I'm asking that I thought of that I don't know if there's anything to it. If they let you hoop on the same court every day or every other day, and you get used to this gym, like the Bruins gym where you coach, like if you get used to the gym, is there any advantage to you as a hooper that we're not going to no other arena? I don't have to deal with depth perception, or I know a court is a court and a hoop is a hoop, but there's some people that play better on a familiar. Some guys play better at home. That could be for the crowd, but for the hoop, is there any advantage at all? And I'm just asking to
Well,
be
the
gained
advantage is-
from playing on the same hoop every day. Over
The
and over.
advantage I would think is you're taking away from the ones who love it and the ones who study it. What I mean by that is you have certain players that probably get in town and go to that gym and get shots up and get familiarized with that away court.
Sure.
So here it takes away from, since you all there, everyone gets the opportunity to get
Got you.
familiar with.
I understand.
So
There's no longer a separator when AI comes back in from kicking it all night and Kobe's up early
right here.
shooting. Everybody gets to do that.
Right. Everybody understands.
And plus, you in a bubble and can't leave.
Right. You
So ain't
understand
nothing
your
to do but
surroundings. It's not, nobody's getting an advantage of that.
Do you think there's anybody that's benefiting from the lack of possibility of nightlife? Like you can't really go kick it? You think there's anybody that might?
I'm gonna be honest. And I mean, this is just hearsay because I don't know how they move. I'm very excited to see what these playoffs may lead to James Harden, because he's always had a rumor that he's had a saying a very strong nightlife, whether it was a strip club or whatever.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm
True.
hard
That's just real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you stated that.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see, like you said, we're getting to see another brand of basketball. You got the kick
We'll
up.
see.
Now I know the NBA went on allowed them to have like one or two. Something they allow some people to come in there for the playoffs.
noticed that.
You know what I mean?
I
They want
noticed
some.
that.
They want some action in there.
Yeah, 'cause somebody's kicking. Somebody said, "Hold up,
Hold up.
now I can't stay." You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that some people got wives, kids.
Right.
Like, okay, you're gonna have to get me back right. Let me refocus and motivate before we start the playoff push.
Yeah.
But man, that's great insight. Is there anything else you want to add or any other thoughts hoop related?
I mean, just hoop related, man. Like I said, the bubble. I didn't think it was going to be as good as basketball as has been.
Yeah,
That's for me.
It's been a pleasant surprise.
It's been a pleasant surprise.
It has
and,
been.
I mean, we missed it as as sports fans, people that used to play the game and things of that nature. I just believe, the bubble has showed us a lot. And guys are getting after it.
They absolutely are, man. I've been pleasantly surprised as well. And I had all these questions, man, so that was really a good segment because a lot of these things I wonder the contributing factors, but I think you made a lot of sense with some of the things you said I didn't even pay attention to.
Right.
And goes back to as simple as love of the game and motivation again, hunger.
And everything, yeah.
Wow. So we appreciate it. Always great to learn with Coach Rice on the Minute Rice's Minute. We'll see y'all at halftime. Once again, it's on. We're back. Excited for this halftime conversation, Rice, because yesterday, it might have been yesterday or the day before, you had a real interesting Facebook post.
Absolutely.
That I loved, man. I celebrated it when I saw it because I'm like, that's real. It said something to the effect of, while you were hating on me, I was proud of you. And that said a lot. Said a lot about brotherhood. Said a lot about how you look at brotherhood.
Yeah.
And it says a lot about how other people view brotherhood. What was on your mind when you posted that?
I was thinking, just a lot of times people don't understand that they, some people that they pick are against them for whatever reason. It's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're in a position where me being a coach, me being in an authoritative position.
Yeah.
There's been times when my assistant coaches might have said, well, you should discipline him this way, and I discipline him that way. The parent get mad at me, and that's all right. But at the end of the day, it's always me, I always find myself rooting for people, and then get back the hate or whatever somebody's going through that made me post that. You know what I'm saying? I love to see people win.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's just probably within me. I've always, anybody that's around me, when we talk trash or whatever and everything like that, I love to see. You can't, even if we playing one-on-one, even when we play 3-on-3, when me and my guys play 3-on-3, and when they win, I wanted to win. I wanted to win bad, but you my people. You know what I'm saying? I love to see my people. I love to see people win. So at the end of the day, I'm proud of you I'm proud of you when you fight your struggle. But why are you over there hating on me?
Well, I think some people that are wired, there's a couple different reasons. For one, I think that some people are wired that in order for somebody to motivate you, it has to be contentious.
Okay.
So you might be motivating somebody, but they don't know how to allow it to be positive in their life.
Okay.
Because if you're doing well and somebody admires you and they want to be a coach just like you and they want to train people and they want a person who has a healthy mindset would admire you and root for you.
Okay.
And allow you to inspire them and aspire to do what you're doing and hold you in a positive light. Like, man, he's doing all the things I want to do.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to be like him. I hope he makes it to the top.
I agree.
Because I'm going to try to follow in all the footsteps all the way to the top. But there are some people who got to bring you down. And they feel like to aspire to be like you puts them in competition with you.
Okay.
And so in order for them to win,
they got to bring you down. They got to chop you down.
But that says something about them, though, don't it?
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem. I was talking to a friend the other day about self-esteem issues. And we were talking about how usually the more talented, self-assured people are the most humble. Like, I can give you a lot of love, Rice, because really, when it comes to your hoop game, bro, you're one of the most humble guys I know. Everybody all over the city and all over the state and really other state, city, everybody knows you from hoop. Everybody knows it, but you never mention it. Never, unless it's a part of the conversation. Like if it's a hoop debate, and you feel like somebody might be making a point about something in hoop, and maybe you're on maybe your player you chose is on a losing end.
Right.
Like say for instance Harden and somebody else, and somebody else got their player outplayed Harden tonight.
Okay.
Well, somebody with your pedigree, some other guys will pull out the big joker of you
Who
ain't
I
never
am.
played anyway, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Let's compare our credentials then.
Right.
You never like, hey, let's just keep it this. I can outpoint you
With this.
With
The
this.
debate, absolutely.
but it also takes a certain level of humility to be willing to let that go. Those that know me know, and those that don't. We talked about why it's so hard for people with low self-esteem to be humble because they feel like life has already humbled them.
Okay.
They already feel lowly. They already feel
That makes
inferior.
sense. That makes sense.
So they have a hard time laying low and sitting it down because they don't have that self-assurance to, I don't know who I am. I don't need to hear that.
Ooh, that's
I'm
deep.
not here for
That's
that.
deep.
You know what I'm saying? So I
deep.
think
I like that.
sometimes the people who are the most braggadocious, the most loud, the most slamming down the big joker all the time of whatever it is they've accomplished in whatever arena, they're going to make it make sense in this arena because that's all they have. It really reflects a lack of self-esteem
Yes.
because they feel like, man, I'm already felt like I'm nothing or already don't feel. It says that to me. What's your thoughts on that and other experiences that you've
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with everything you just said. With watching different people and seeing that and going through some of the debates and arguments and the way the interactions I done had with people. And I'm glad you stated that because I will always ask people about a arrogant. And, I have my old head, C. Will stated.
shout out to C. Will?
Someone calling someone arrogant or confident. His thing is, it's basically if you like the person. So if you cool with them, they're confident. If you don't like them, they're arrogant. Mine is,
Okay.
I feel I said this years ago. I wanted to get it copyrighted. Don't let my confidence plus your low self-esteem equal my arrogance. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you state that,
That's solid.
you know what I'm saying, I always try to stay humble with it, like you said, and be proud. And you see it coming. As you said, if we get older now, when men talk, you can see the low self-esteem conversations. You can see the, when they talking loud. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to get a point across.
We withdraw quick, don't we? You can see I ain't going in that thread. I'm not going in that conversation. I don't want to be a part of that.
You see
know
what I'm saying? Right.
Whereas usually maybe younger you might dive in.
Dive in,
But
argue.
you live and learn,
Live and
and
learn.
I don't want to
You
be
don't
a
want
part
to
of
get in
that.
there. It ain't about who's right. You know what I'm saying? We having fun.
That's all.
It ain't about who's right or
That's
wrong.
right. Or wrong. And I'm willing to be right or wrong in this arena.
In this arena.
You know what I'm saying?
Regardless of what it is.
I was just listening to Iverson's interview with Fat Joe on the way up here.
Right.
And he was talking about, he was like, I'm not one of those guys that feel like you had to be a hooper or a Hall of Famer to be able to talk basketball and know what you're talking about.
Right.
It's like there's people that never play. So even somebody on that level, it's just a certain confidence he has to feel like anybody can talk hoop.
You can talk.
But
you got to be able to talk to.
But that's the key. Now I can tell by talking to you if you know what you're talking about.
Yes.
So I'll dismiss you based on intellect, not on whether or not you hoop.
But don't get mad. You know what I'm saying?
It
I mean,
is
if you're
what it
talking, if I meet somebody and they talking tennis, I'm gonna get over here and I'm gonna put my ear.
Period.
I'm gonna put my ear before I go at them and try to, like you said, self-esteem. No, I don't know. Try to break them down, act like they don't know. Nah. You know
Well,
what
people
I mean?
feel like intelligence. We know some people that feel like their level of intelligence makes them smart everywhere. So you feel like because you might have a high IQ in math,
Right.
that you can bring that over here to hoop, and because you're smart and there are no big words, that makes you intelligent about the game.
Right.
Like
No.
that doesn't, it's not transferable, bro.
Not at all.
It's
Not
like
at
a
all.
bus pass. That's non-transferable.
They tried to make it. They tried to make it. I'm gonna tell you how they did.
How they do it.
I'm gonna tell you how they did. I'm gonna
Show
tell
me,
you-
show me.
Listen, that plus minus thing they put in the NBA is for that guy.
It is, ain't it?
It's for that guy that they really never
So
played.
we don't have to talk hoop. Let me get these numbers. Let me get the stats. Like, get out of here.
Let's get out of here. What the plus minus mean? But with saying that, let's spin it real quick. We're not going to take a long time with that. the self-esteem.
Okay.
Godfather 2. We talked about
Oh,
one before.
yeah,
we talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
one
yeah.
before.
So we going.
Godfather 2. We're going to just talk about the little relationship with his brother.
With Fredo's
And
low
Fredo.
self-esteem.
Fredo had to have low self-esteem. You know, and from his low self-esteem, he did a lot of things. When his brother was really proud of him.
He was hating. You was mad at me. And it
For
allowed you to
things
be.
that wasn't things that wasn't my fault. Things that weren't dad, big brother, the family kind of, you know what I'm saying? Everything kind of flowed that way.
It did.
You know, because I heard Fredo say when he was, you know, in the one, when he cried out to Michael, but I'm your big brother. How you think you feel?
How do you think it made me feel? How the big brother Mike is like, hey, bro, listen, you remember Fredo's girl wilding in the party,
Oh,
and they was
man.
like, hey, man,
Man.
he's like, he
The
came
fortune-
over, he's like, if you can't control her, then we was told to take her out of here. What did Fredo say? He said, go ahead and get her. I can't control her.
Fredo was a hot mess.
He
man.
was trash, bro.
My man Keith, his name is Haley. You know him from the book of Mayfield. He put me.
That's
on.
my guy, man.
I didn't.
You gotta
know.
connect me with Mayfield.
I'm gonna connect
bro.
you with him, man. That's
With
my
Haley,
man.
yeah.
Listen, he put me on. I didn't know that it was Fredo with Dad that day. The dad got shot and Fredo
Fumbling the gun
fumbled
around, stupid. He was always.
Come on.
That's what
Fredo.
got him off duty. They was like, bro,
They
you
sent
just
him
can't
to
trust
Vegas.
him.
You gotta send you to Vegas.
But you out here getting punked, letting Mo Green talk greasy to
And
you.
he told him then. Michael gave him the heads up then.
Don't ever go against the family. And who was that in public? Who was that? That was Repeat. Remember Vito?
Yeah.
Dad had told Sonny. Remember Sonny disagreed with him? He said,
Right.
never let nobody outside the family know what you're thinking. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Because he disagreed with his dad about the drugs.
Oh yeah.
So it was Mike replaying him, speaking from his pops game.
From his pops. Got a lot of games.
Like, don't talk against the family in front
Don't
of him.
talk against the
And
family.
he said, you're my brother and I love you. But don't ever side against the
But Michael, but the hate, like you said, where do you draw the line? Because Michael had him taken up out of here. But
Mike,
they took it.
I prefer your route of your post. Of while you were hating on me, I was proud of you. And when I found out you were hating, hey man, I'm still proud of you.
I'm still proud of you.
Because I know I was your inspiration.
How many times?
Whether or not you ever tell me.
How many times did he have to be proud of him, though? If you think about it, how many times? Because when they tried, a couple of times they tried Mike's life, it was because of Fredo.
Yes, he told him where he laid at. Told him he was there. Yeah, they shot the crib up. He's like, with my kids in the house. That's really why he killed him.
Right.
He's like, you shot him up. And then you lied about it. You remember the scene? He acted like he never met him before.
Yeah, and he told
Never
him
met the
himself.
guy before, and he was like, "Well, we were here before." He started having too much fun. Mike's head got hot.
He got him that hug, and
He like, I got you. But I had to say, bro, you're absolutely right. The low self-esteem made him vulnerable. Low self-esteem, and it manifested in hate for his brother, who couldn't help being born with the goods you weren't born with, bro.
Right.
You just weren't born with the head to stay
polish.
cool under pressure,
There
bro.
you
You
go.
just fidgety, you nervous, you like women that you can't control. Remember Mo Green said that he's down here messing with women
All
two at a
women,
time,
right.
not doing nothing you're supposed to do. And he allowed, because remember, he didn't appreciate, remember Mo Green had been setting him straight, dragging him.
Right.
And Mike was like, so you been set my brother straight? he said
He ain't appreciate his brother laying down the law.
He didn't appreciate his brother coming to his rescue. He's like, you don't talk to a man like Mo Green like that. You remember that? He's like,
He had him messed up, didn't he?
like what you do?
Mo, who?
Me? Mo? Listen.
You don't know what's happening right
Bro,
now.
you gonna make me
Dad
go home
done
and
gave-
watch that tonight,
Dad
bro.
done- Dad done gave me the green light, baby. What you mean, Mo?
What you talking about, Mo? Who?
Mo.
Who is this? And then Mo Green and Fredo talking so sideways about the family gave Mo Green the juice to feel like, oh, it's
He
like,
can talk to Dad like
I'm
that.
gonna talk greasy to all of y'all. Like y'all can get out of here. This ain't what it used to be. and all of that. I was like, okay.
Before we get over here, quick question.
Okay.
How deep was it that the dad, how much game? That's what people understand. I was telling the kid this the other day, that y'all don't understand that we see what you all think y'all see way before y'all do it.
Mm-hmm.
How did dad know that Michael was the one? Dad
That's
knew.
really, and
That's
you know
deep,
what?
right?
And this, and don't,
And he didn't pick wrong.
and don't this say more about it than anything? He knew he was the one so much. He knew what it would do to him that he tried his best to keep him away from it. He like,
that's deep.
he gonna be dangerous if he get in it. Don't let him get in it.
No.
You go be the good one. Because if you get in it,
That's
it's
the
a
thing.
problem.
That's the thing of, as you just said.
That's that.
Where Sonny,
Yeah,
he had self-esteem issues too.
he did.
He was loud. He was the
Ego.
opposite way.
Ego, bro.
Ego with it. He wanted to be loud and put his big joker.
Yeah,
Now,
all the time. Like, slow down, bro. Slow down. You let the people outside the family know what you thinking.
We ain't gotta
Wait
do
till
all
we
that.
get home.
Michael put
Tell
in.
me.
We gonna put in work, and we ain't gonna say nothing.
No, nobody will know this. But now let me ask you before we get off of this subject, because it's so vital. Should he have killed his brother, bro? Should he have killed? He waited for the mom to fall asleep because dad was already passed away, and he waited for mom to pass away so it wouldn't hurt his mom. Should he have killed?
By watching that, man, and what I told you before about being an authoritative figure and setting things straight, who he was, I would say he was forced to kill his brother. Now I think with time passing, by waiting till mom passed and things had calmed down,
Yeah.
I think you probably could have did it a different way. I think you could, but I think Mike was so caught, as you said. What I'm saying is this: if he don't kill his brother, he's not Michael Corleone. You see what I'm saying? All the people we got killed, that's who he was. That's who he was.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, Rice, I feel you. That's your brother though, bro. That's your blood brother. That's your same mama. That's your brother. I can't have you killed, bro. Just I don't
feel
ever want to see you again, maybe.
Right. I'm
But
with
I
you.
can't have you
I'm
killed,
with you.
bro.
I'm with you.
They had
I can't.
already murked
I can't.
his sister's husband and lied and said, "Well, I make my."
But why did the sister husband get murdered?
Oh, he deserved that. Oh no, because he set Sonny out.
Yeah.
But Mike's
told on himself.
But Mike's the one that lied about that to his sister instead of saying, "Yeah, I did it," because I wouldn't have lied to her. I wouldn't have lied to her.
Mike never lied to his sister.
Yes, he
He
did.
lied to his wife. Remember? The sister.
No, he lied to his sister too.
The sister blamed him. He never answered. He didn't say nothing. The sister said he had him killed. He just ignored sis. And then she ran in there, told the wife.
I thought he lied to both of them because then I know she's like, "Let me." Ask. He's like,
ran
"This
in
one
there.
time I'm gonna let you ask
That's what
about
I
my
said, that was the
business."
wife. He said,
But I
"Well,
thought he
you-
lied to both of them.
No, this one time I'm
I'm gonna let you ask about my business. He said, "Did you have it?" He was like, "No." But he no. He told his sister too. He said, "Do you think I will make my
But he didn't
nieces and
answer to the
nephews?"
sister.
Yes, he did, bro. We gonna watch it tonight. We gonna come
Well,
back.
all right,
But he
man.
told his sister, he's like, "Do you think I would make my nieces and nephews or whatever?"
But don't that go to he knew women are emotional because the sister never got it. You understand? So the sister feel like you feel. The sister feel like you feel about the brother. The sister felt like, so what? Whatever he done, you shouldn't have killed him.
No.
That's what the sister
It's
feel.
different. No, she obviously feel, but there's a difference in the way we feel. Cause that's my blood brother, and nobody died.
Okay.
This nigga ain't in my family, and he got my blood brother killed. Nah, he's lucky he's alive this long.
There you go.
Yeah, and if you ask me about
But
it,
that's the woman's thought, though. That's why he said he's so emotional. Because why is she going
that's
so
that
crazy?
woman. Cause all women ain't like that. Some women's loyal and bout it and be like, you better kill. I don't care if it's my husband. If he killed my
He
own
was
brother,
already whooping on her. That's why
he
they
was
got-
whooping on her.
That's why they was able to get him over there, Sonny over there, because you know what I'm saying. That was going to be the last time.
That was going to be the last time he whooped on her on purpose to set it up.
Yeah.
Man, what a great movie. So we'll have to come back and talk about it after we watch again.
Yes, sir.
Or we'll hit it on some social media. That's been a great halftime. Work on your self-esteem. It's not too late in life. If you suffer from low self-esteem, sometimes it's not your fault.
Right.
Sometimes people have made you feel like less. It might be the way you were raised or the way people treated you or the way you think of yourself. It's never too late to change. Work on yourself. Improve yourself. Love yourself. And it makes it easier for you to love those around you.
I like you saying that because that's one of my number one keys that I teach all the kids that I train and I work with is confidence. I think with confidence, you're able to accomplish and do anything in the world that you want to do with confidence. So, build your confidence up, and by building it up, that'll lower that'll get that low self-esteem out of there.
Yeah, and get a little more humility because you don't feel like it's costing you anything.
Right.
It's good, good talk, good halftime. We'll see y'all in second half. Welcome back to the Good Game Podcast. We are now in the second half, and we're going to continue our bubble off breakdown with the Western Conference, if I can spit it out, with the Western Conference. Really the more exciting and fun to talk about, fun to think about conference. So let's
do the Eastern Conference like that,
bro. Listen, man, it's slim over there. It's been slim over there for like the last 15 years.
It's been real slim, right?
Period, bro.
Real slim.
Ain't nothing been going on over there.
They running around talking about we've been eight straight finals.
Come on, bro. Me and you could put together a squad and go win the East
I asked
right
the
now,
cat
bro.
real quick before we get into the finals.
Sure.
I need you to answer this question for the people.
Okay.
And we're going to go live this week so we can do this again.
Yes.
Seemed like I didn't get no traffic from this. Since 2008
Okay.
to 2018.
Okay.
Name your top and what they did in the Eastern Conference without LeBron James. Give me your top 7 players.
Woo.
In the Eastern Conference from what they did in the Eastern Conference.
You got to put D Wade in there.
D Wade, okay.
You got to put Chris Bosh in there
Chris Bosh.
because he was shining before LeBron got him.
I probably should have did this on the closer.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll, you know what? Let's
come back
save
for
it.
the
That's
close.
great.
Let's come
Yeah,
back
that's
for
a
the
good
close.
one. Let's do that.
There
But
it
that's
is.
good. I like it though.
We're gonna go there. We're gonna get there.
We're gonna go
For
there,
the
but that's
closer.
good.
There it
That's
is.
really good.
There it is.
So let's start it off, bro. You know what it is. You know it's the 1 versus the 8.
wanna
You know
go
it's
1 against
the
8?
LA Lakers
Versus
the
the
Portland
Trail
Trailblazers and the red
Dame-
hot Dame Dollar. Look, Dame time.
Who
Dame
said
time.
red hot though?
I said Dame. I said red hot.
Right.
He not red hot?
Oh, I thought you said Portland.
I did. I said Dame Lillard's
Yeah,
red,
they're
hot.
Yeah, they red
Is
hot.
he red hot?
Yeah, he's red hot.
And Melo's even balling. Don't
They
you wish you
balling.
hadn't got rid of him so quick now?
Why?
Because he's balling. You got rid of. You remember you dumped it. You remember you said he shot.
No, he's
You used to ride with him, and then
He's
you
still
got
my
rid
guy.
of him.
He's still my guy.
No, he can't be.
No.
more.
He's still my.
No.
You can still be your guy and tell the truth. I'm
Rice,
not gonna do him like y'all did
Rice.
to Paul Pierce.
No,
You're
you
not
got rid
listening
of him.
to
You
me.
said he's no longer
You're
your
not
guy.
listening to me. You're
Rice,
not listening to
I
me.
listened to you
He
when you
shot
said that.
And he's my guy. He's not. He's not. I'm not worried about Melo today. And he's my guy. I'm taking Melo. I like Melo, but ain't nobody worried about Melo
because that
today.
allows you to benefit if he eats.
No, he's not. Man, I'm not worried. Ain't nobody worried about Melo. Y'all keep on gassing this 8 seed up. He's 8 seed. That ain't nothing.
What are you talking about? Save that hate for Dame. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you a Dame hater out here now. That's what they got you. That's what you're defined as. That's what you're known as. They calling you the Dame hater out here. They said you hate Dame. Seriously, what you got against Dame?
I ain't got nothing. I like Dame. I've always liked
Okay,
Dame.
well then tell us what you
I've
seriously
always
though.
liked Dame.
In all seriousness,
If you
what's your
listen-
thoughts? What's
if
your
you- understand something? When we all debate,
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind picking the villain. I always like Dame. But if your brother or somebody like Dame over somebody I like, then Dame immediately becomes an enemy. You feel me?
Well,
But
you
I've
know how
always
we
liked
get
Dame.
down. Of course,
Okay,
just
so
like
I've
I ain't got
always-
nothing against Kobe.
I've always liked
until
Dame. Right,
you
there
know what
it
I'm
is.
saying.
So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I've always liked Dame. I like what Dame's doing. But let's slow down though.
Okay, let's slow. Why do we need
That's
to
all
slow
I'm saying.
down now?
Because
What,
the-
slow down on what?
Because is it the expectation? If Dame goes into this group, he has to have responsibility and expectation. That's all I've ever said. If he comes into this group,
What group?
the group of, if someone tells me that Dame's better than Westbrook, he needs to get everything that Westbrook gets. They say Westbrook hasn't arrived yet because of what?
He keeps getting ousted in the first round of the playoffs every time he ain't been with Kevin Durant.
What do you mean?
He gets put out in the first round of the playoffs every time he's not with Kevin Durant.
So Dame made it past the first round 1 year.
I said you
That
asked me
don't-
about Westbrook.
But I'm saying
You asked me about Westbrook, I'm saying.
No. What I'm saying is he gets to the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
But he had Paul George, he had
No,
Melo.
see, that's what y'all,
He had Paul George,
why do
Melo.
you keep saying Melo?
Melo's on this squad with the Dame.
And he's a seed. When he was with my man, he was
We don't, but let's not worry about seed. Let's worry about where they go
Melo
to.
made it though. Melo made it. So they're not going out in the
He
first
put
rounds?
Dame Lillard put Westbrook out last year, face
That's
to
cool.
face,
That's
head to
cool.
head, murked him.
That's beautiful. No.
Yes, he did. You
put
said
him out.
You said
He put
cats
him-
rarely get baptized.
He put him out. But that
You
doesn't
said
make-
cats rarely get
Understand what I'm
get
saying?
baptized. Listen
No,
to
no,
me.
no. He put
You
him
said
out.
guys rarely get baptized
understand.
like that, and they did.
He did it in the series.
And then
No,
the year
Westbrook-
before that, it was Donovan Mitchell.
No, the
that-
year before, and Dame went out to Drew.
No,
So how do you?
I'm talking about
No,
Westbrook,
no,
bro.
the thing was Dame. Now you see how you just now
You
that was
asked.
Westbrook.
Okay, well, go
I
ahead.
thought it was Dame.
You
Now
said
went
Westbrook.
No, I just
You
asked.
asked me.
I said if you say he's better then he needs to get the same as Westbrook. But you ain't saying nothing about Drew. That's what I'm saying. So you just
Drew,
told me
who?
everything.
You keep saying Drew who?
Drew Holiday when he swept him.
Oh, yeah. They
But you know what, when they say that, but you, oh yeah. But we talking about Dame though. So how now all of a sudden it's yeah. That's all I'm saying. You just
What
hit me
you
with
talking about?
Donovan Mitchell. You just hit me
You
with
just
Dame.
said no. I'm just
I'm
telling
saying.
you. Asked me why, bro.
I-
You asked me why
But then
Westbrook
when I
got
said-
so much hate. You say
when I-
Westbrook hasn't.
but when I said- no, I didn't
Let
say
me
ask you-
remind
I didn't ask you why
Rice.
Westbrook
Let
gets
me
so much
remind you of
hate.
your.
I
Listen to
didn't
me.
ask you that.
Let me
I'm
remind you of your words, bro, because I'm sitting here listening to you. You said, "Why does Westbrook?" You say Westbrook hasn't arrived yet. Can't say Westbrook hasn't arrived
I
yet.
didn't
Why?
say that.
And I say,
didn't say
guys
that.
say that because he's been ousted in the first round of the
didn't
playoffs
say
every time
that.
he ain't been.
You changed my word.
Run
right
back.
here.
What did you
This
say
is
then?
what I said. The story was
We're gonna
about
watch
Dame.
it and see it again.
The story was about Dame. So
You asked me about Westbrook.
I said, why doesn't he get what Westbrook get?
You
And I
said that, and then you said Westbrook hasn't arrived yet.
So has Dame?
Why? Yeah, he's arrived.
He has.
I think he's arrived. Yeah, he's on the scene. Yeah,
But
as,
Westbrook-
arrived
but-
as far as
but-
what? When
So
you
how,
said-
so how has he arrived? I said Westbrook. I'm a Westbrook guy. Westbrook hasn't arrived yet, but
But
Dame
Westbrook,
has.
but who said Westbrook hasn't? I never said I agreed with that though. But those
My
that say
point-
it say it's because he got ousted though.
Okay,
So let's
so-
quit. Let's do this. Why don't you ask me about my thoughts? If you want me to defend a thought, let it be my thought.
Well, what's
I
your-
can't speak for what other
what's your
people are
thought
saying.
on Dame?
My thought on Dame is he's arrived, but I wouldn't say Westbrook. Westbrook been arrived too.
Okay.
Westbrook has arrived. I don't know anybody
So what? So you
that's
kinda-
credible
you
or
kinda mixed
reputable
it-
to me.
You kind of mixed it up there when they said that I hate on Dame. I just thought that.
But people saying that I was just kind of clowning. But
Okay,
they
what
do
I'm
say
trying to
that you
figure
hate
out-
on Dame.
Okay, well,
They
I'm
do
just
say
trying
that
to
you've been hating on him.
No, ain't no they. It's one.
It's what-
Don't
no, it's a
exaggerate
couple
again.
guys.
No,
it's
no.
a couple. I think my brother thinks that you go at Dame extra hard.
No. I just want
You shoot at Dame
I don't
hard.
shoot at Dame. I haven't shot at Dame. To ask how I shot at Dame, how can you shoot it what Dame's doing?
You tell me.
I'm asking for Dame the same thing y'all asking for Harden. Why is that shooting? Y'all ask me, y'all tell me Harden needs to win one. Your
He
brother-
sure
your
does.
bro-
I know.
Dame-
I'm saying that.
Dame don't.
Yeah, he needs to
Oh, that's
win
all I'm
one.
asking, so
But all I'm
I'm
saying,
saying-
I don't know anybody that's saying Dame is the best in the game. Though we got guys saying Harden's the best in the game.
We got
guys saying Harden's the
we got
best in the
guys saying
game.
Dame is better than Harden. So that's what. So regardless how you do that, I'm just asking. Dame don't got to win.
That's
one?
a conversation. But what I'm asking is,
so he don't have to win.
but
one.
what I'm saying, Rice, for them to listen, but neither one of them
I'm
won.
asking you.
One can be better than the other without them either winning anything. They don't. Neither one of them has to win nothing for them if they're in competition with each other. Now, if you said him versus LeBron or versus Kobe, now we got to compare their hardware. But
No.
neither one of them won. So Dame
I'm
could be
saying-
better than Harden, or
I'm
Harden
saying-
could be better than
that's what I'm
Dame.
saying. I'm cutting off where you said I'm at Dame. All I'm asking from Dame is what your brother and y'all asked from Harden. That's all. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking.
What do you want? What is it that you want?
Can he win a ring? Can he go further? Can he whatever y'all want from Harden? That's all. I'm not excited about the third. Dame averaged. This is what I'm saying. Y'all, they went excited because Dame averaged 37 in the bubble. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I never thought it was that big of a deal.
That's all. I mean, that's why I'm.
But
at.
because you see, I ain't said nothing. I hadn't said nothing. You know, I ain't said nothing
That's
about Dame murdering or nothing.
Right.
He been balling,
Because
but
you-
we'll see.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
you more consistent. I mean, you kind of a hater
Don't
to
take it-
Harden and Kobe. But
See,
but
now
you more
listen,
consistent.
you throw that word hate around. You throw that word.
You threw it, so I
You
got to
throw
use it
that-
back.
See?
We can't
See
even
how
get
you
into
do
the
it?
East and West, bro.
Oh, we did. We played around.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get back to it. But go ahead, finish your thought, though. At least don't leave the people hanging on your thought, what you was getting ready to say. You were saying something about Dame and Harden. Well, we'll talk. Let's get through the. Maybe they'll match up.
One, you about to tell me right now, Lakers versus Portland. What's your pick? And no people, he is not hating. What's your pick?
Yeah, the Lakers gonna win that.
Okay.
Lakers gonna win that.
You ain't got no
But I'll
number
tell
for
you
us?
what,
You
though.
ain't got no number for us?
I do got a number for I got a number for Well, I'll tell you what.
Tell me.
Lakers playing bad basketball. I gotta
So?
be honest, I could see 4-2. I could see a six games.
With Lakers playing bad basketball? I thought Carmelo was murdered.
But I
They
just
ain't
thought
murdered.
you might embrace him again.
I got them at 5.
Because I'll tell you what.
got Lakers in 5.
McCollum's was balling too.
Right.
So what you saying? You've always said you think he's better than Dame. McCollum.
I
Or
take
you
that back
you
right
still
now.
say that?
I take that back.
You take it back.
I got McCollum on Dame's level, but not better than Dame.
Okay.
You got where I'm coming from? I got him on the level. Dame is probably a little bit Dame's better than McCollum.
A little more consistent, maybe.
A little bit more consistent. Maybe the ball's in his hand more in that program. So that kind of might.
What you call it, eats.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He eats
but
when
he's
it's in
not
his
as
hand.
consistent. Yeah.
It might be hard to play alongside of him. Their styles, not to knock Dame, but just their styles. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
think McCullough's a star.
He is.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
And on another team, maybe as the featured guy,
as the featured guy,
he
with
might
the
be
ball
like
in
a
his hand.
perennial all-star.
Right.
Potentially.
Right.
So-
Or not even on another team. Like I heard they were saying they might do some trading with Golden State to try to get him over there or something. I don't know. You never know. I think he can fit in a lot of places because
Get him over to Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie. Is there enough basketballs to go around?
I don't know if I want him over Karras. I said it.
Nah, I don't.
I want to see what Karras do. I
Me
think
too.
I think Karras is hungry.
Yeah, I do too. Give me LeVert. Yeah, and he might be
A little
teachable.
taller. He like
He'd be
6'6".
happy to be with
that
KD
guy.
and him and be like, you just play this role for
Oh,
me.
they said that today. You
Yeah.
ain't gonna hear that. They said that today. I'm gonna shout out Danny for that.
What'd he say?
They said how much KD and Kyrie has helped with Karras' growth and telling him different things of what's going to happen in the playoffs and everything. Oh, they shot him out today. People ain't gonna say that.
But it's gonna be a problem.
You know
so
what?
what's your pick on the Lakers and
I got
and
Lakers in
Blazers?
5.
Oh, okay.
I got Lakers in 5.
Okay.
You
So
know what I'm saying?
yeah, you said that quick.
1 versus 8 it's a 1 versus 8. I'm not gonna let ESPN tell me this is the greatest 8. It's a 1 versus 8.
Okay. So all right, we'll see just how.
What was your number? You said 6.
I did. I said
right.
6. I think they could get 2.
The number 2 seed we have running out west, the LA Clippers. Now they're number 2 because they rested all season. You think?
I know somebody rested a lot. Claude, but when it was back with the
rested
real
too.
one,
PG
yeah,
rested
but he
too.
was hurt.
He been hurt.
He
That's what
actually
I
was
said.
hurt a lot.
Yeah, he was hurt a lot.
Yeah, but some of the Claude was a healthy scratch some nights.
So you got the Clippers in Dallas. Luka, Dallas.
Give you sweet 4 games to nothing.
We're not gonna say
Yeah,
do
4
that.
games to
We're
nothing.
not gonna do that. We're
4
not gonna
games
do.
to
We're not gonna
I
do.
am.
We're not gonna do
4
Luka.
games to nothing.
We're not
What's
gonna do
your
Luka
pick?
like that.
What's your numbers?
6.
What's your pick?
They going 6.
What?
4-2. Clippers.
Texas.
Texas it is. Row House. I like.
Texas
I like the
on
Rose.
Texas.
Texas it
I do
is. I
too,
know
Texas.
everybody know. Texas it
Yeah,
is.
Texas.
What you saying?
Sweep.
Okay, so if it's 4-1, then
Give neither one of us
the action. Action. I like that. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-0. Luka goes on 4-0.
4-2.
4-0.
And Luka would be the best player in that series. I take that back. Anyway, 4-2.
Yeah, thank you for that.
4-2. 4-2.
Take that
I'll
back.
take that back.
Because he got 2 cats that's going to be checking him. He don't like that physical play yet.
I'll take that
He
back.
got to get
He
a
gonna
little
play
more
well.
mature,
He
but they
gonna-
be
he
chucking
gonna have
him.
numbers,
They
but he
gonna
ain't gonna
chuck
be
him a little
he
bit.
gonna have numbers,
They
but he ain't
gonna
gonna be
get
the best.
his
He
numbers.
gonna
Oh, he
get
gonna
numbers.
get his numbers.
Yeah,
Oh, he
yeah.
gonna do that.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so let's go to the next one. The 3 seed is Denver, right? Denver and Utah.
Denver, Utah it was an amazing game today.
What you think?
Game.
Oh, was it? I missed it.
Oh man, Donovan Mitchell went for 50 and some change.
With a dub?
No, they lost. Cause that boy, I like him. Jamal Murray did some things towards the end of the game. It was
Did
like,
he?
Yeah, he had 30 and some change too. Shot 67% from the field. You know, that clutch. A lot of his came clutch
In money time?
They battled.
He started emerging last playoffs. You
Yeah.
remember? Mm-hmm. As a force to be reckoned with, Jamal Murray.
I think that game today, with Utah losing, and Utah played well. 50 something from your man. That game is going to hurt. What I mean
Too
by
much
that,
energy spent in a loss.
Too much for a loss. Too much.
You got to get that dub.
Got to get
Gotta
that
get that
dub. 4-1 Denver.
4-1 Denver?
4-1 Denver.
Oh my goodness gracious!
It would be 4-2. Today was supposed to be Utah.
Okay.
Utah let this one get away.
Okay.
You can't let one get away in the playoffs.
I'm still going 4-2.
Got you. All right.
I'm still going 4-2.
That's what's up.
Because as much as I like some things about Denver, man, they're unexciting to watch.
Got you.
With Joker,
They were very exciting today.
were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
absolutely.
I missed it. So I'll go 4-2. You say 4-1.
4-1.
And then we have the final matchup, which is, what's the,
OKC and the Rockets.
who is it again? Who?
Yeah. I know that's right. You
Yeah,
gonna
who
you gonna be
is
tuned
somebody?
in. You gonna be tuned in.
Okay, well, let's talk about it
because it's
then.
gonna be epic.
Okay, so what is
It's
it?
gonna be epic.
What's it going to be? A sweep? You got a sweep, right?
Nah, I ain't got no sweep.
You sure you don't?
Nah, I like OKC's team.
Oh,
I like OKC's team.
of course you do.
I like OKC.
So that's I hear excuse.
No, ain't no
I
excuse.
sense an excuse.
I didn't say I got them winning.
Yeah, but
I
no,
just-
but
I
you're
like
making
their
room
team.
for. I like their squad,
I
so
like
that
their squad.
when they take a
got
couple
good squad.
games, when
They're
they
gonna
take
take a couple games. They're seeded higher. What are you talking about? This is not a walk.
why? How?
What do you mean?
With
why?
their roster,
They got a great roster.
they don't have no great roster, bro.
What are you
Name-
watching,
okay,
bro?
put their roster
What are you
together for me.
watching?
Tell me the great players on their
What are you
roster.
watching?
Tell me the great players, Rice.
What do you mean the great players?
You do this every time.
I don't-
You
what are you
say
talking
something,
about?
and I want you to
They got
deliver.
a great roster. No, you trying to tell me they got a better roster than Houston starting tomorrow?
Tell me the roster.
You tell me the
Who
roster.
you like so much? Tell
me the
Rice,
roster.
I feel like they don't have that good of a roster.
Okay.
I haven't even paid enough attention to memorize all of them.
Well, you
Enlighten
will.
us on the great
There's
one.
no reason. I'm not going to like you on the roster. I'm telling you they got a good roster. You going to say it. I done gave you enough
Rice,
game.
man,
I
listen,
done
bro.
gave you enough
Rice. Hey, man, listen. I'm going to stop doing that to you, bro. I'm going to stop
Bro,
asking you stuff
I
you don't
can't
know the
tell you
answers
Houston's
to.
roster.
You talk to,
I
you
can't
talk
tell you Houston's
to many.
roster. So you going to get me on the roster?
You showed them love. You showed.
I can't tell you Houston's roster. I said it's a weak roster. I said
So
that
how,
at the beginning.
but Bryce, when you can't tell me the roster, how can you tell me it's a weak roster? Or I like that roster, but I don't know who's
Say,
on
well,
it.
you just told
It's
me
like you
OKC's
hedge your
roster.
bet.
You said OKC's roster is weak, but you can't tell me the roster. You
Bro,
just said
listen,
the same thing.
Bryce, no. I
You
said
just
their
said
roster.
the
No,
same thing.
you know what? Their roster is so weak. I don't even know it all.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the
Houston, too.
key. I didn't commit it
They
to
have
memory
a better,
like
they
that,
have a better
bro.
roster than Houston's.
What's your pick in the games?
I got.
How about that?
I got the Rockets.
Yeah, number. Huh?
I got the Rockets in 7.
Boy, oh boy. Woo, what an excuse
What
maker.
you got?
Ugh. Let me think a minute, Rice.
I know. Think about it.
Everything you do.
And as you think about
is
it,
with an
as
eye
you,
towards
as you think,
excuses,
as you
man.
think about it,
It's sickening,
as you
bro.
think
You
about
got
it,
to stop
as you
it,
think
man. You got
about
to
it,
stop.
as you think about it, make sure you put some Texas on it.
Okay, well, listen now.
I mean,
What?
I said what I said. I got them in 7.
You know good and well that Houston should beat them in fewer than 7 games.
Why? What are you doing? What do you mean?
Give me OKC.
What are you talking? Take them.
Give me go home.
Take them.
Give me go
Texas.
home. Give me first round exit.
Texas.
Give me first round
Texas.
exit. Give me first
Texas.
round. Give me first
I ain't
round
said you. I ain't heard you say nothing about
Give
that
me
yet.
first round exit.
What's the score? What's it gonna be?
First round exit.
What is it?
7 games.
There it is. Texas. Game 7, Texas. I love that one. You're right. I bet you don't do that. Let's go next round. Next round.
I might do Texas.
Yeah, you might.
Let me tell you
They
before
are.
we get.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
Next round.
Next round.
Texas.
Lakers in the.
Texas
I
then.
Texas it is.
Texas then.
Texas it is.
Texas it is then.
Bet good. The Lakers and the Rockets. I got Lakers and the Rockets because it's.
You got the Lakers and the Rockets.
That's 1 through 4. You
I know.
got
I
OKC.
understand. I got it.
Okay. So what you talk about? So who you got? Lakers and OKC.
Man, is what? Let me ask you this: Is Westbrook playing?
He might not be there until game 3.
But he is gonna play though.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure because he's built different. He wired different.
Houston need to get Houston because I need them to get the Lakers out of here.
And they win.
Can I roll that pick back?
Run it back.
Give it. Okay, we'll get. They take it in 7. They take
All
it
right,
as 7.
cool.
I flip it to 7, so that erases the Texans.
Bet.
But I need them alive.
But we do got the Texas.
I need them alive, though.
Clippers.
Well, absolutely.
All right, yeah.
We got them. I need them alive.
Got you.
I need them alive.
Because you need them to go ahead.
I just need y'all just to give them a
Yeah, like a
little,
little something,
little taste to see if y'all
Little
serious or if y'all really want to go home. Because
you
give
might
you
go
a
hard.
chance.
You might go hard.
If you don't want to go hard, then maybe hard could get a 60 and say if you want to go home. It's a soft place to lay down if you want to get you out of here, especially if Westbrook back and healthy.
Yeah, back and
they
healthy.
can make you say, man, do we really care about this bubble?
Right.
If they can make you ask,
They go back.
they can make you ask. So I need them to make them ask.
There you go.
So, you know what? A 7-game knockdown drag out. The Lakers pull it out.
Over the Rockets?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I got you.
So,
I got the Rockets. Ooh, I got the Rockets.
Do you got the Rockets?
I got the Rockets in. I got the Rockets in 7. I think they're gonna
It's a
shoot the
tough
ball. If it get to 7 games, it's gonna be woo.
That'd be war
I
because
don't think
Harden.
they're gonna shoot it like
I
that.
ain't trying to be funny, but Harden let Russ help and not choke his way out of the game
You
7.
ain't been watching the bubble play. They got a little setup. And
Did
everything.
they?
They've been playing. They've been kind of meshing.
Okay.
Yes. They do.
'Cause sometimes Harden
Russ
was
been-
almost-
Russ been leaving the 3-point line alone. Harden been doing what Harden do. Yeah.
But when it comes time, he's got so much on the line in the game 7 of the reputation of not showing in a big game. I just could see him pressing too hard and gunning them out or something like, bro, pass the ball.
I think him and Russ got that thing.
I
Russ
hope
been
so.
out on it.
That would be great. Okay, so you got the Rockets advancing,
It's
and I
7.
got the Lakers advancing.
Yes, yeah, we
Let's
got
go to the Clippers. We'll be playing Denver.
Clippers will be playing Denver.
And you're in. Did I even make a pick between Denver and Utah?
Yeah, you picked Denver.
Did I pick Denver? You sure? I feel like I didn't pick. Felt like I didn't make a pick between them two.
I thought you said it was gonna go 6 or 7. What you got?
Because I'm thinking now.
Yeah, you did say that. Because
I
I said
did.
it was gonna go 4-1. You said it was gonna go 4-2.
Oh, I did.
You feel me?
Yep, you're right. Okay, so the Clippers.
And
But I
what?
mean, it ain't gonna be easy though.
Right. And what? 6.
Yeah, it ain't going 7. 6 hard, body beaten up, Joker sitting on that block.
I got Clippers. I got Clippers in 6.
That's gonna be a tough one though. You don't come out of that unscathed.
Clippers in 6.
So what you got?
Clippers and Rockets.
What you got?
I got Clippers in 6.
You got the Clippers. You got the Clippers in 6. I'm surprised at that. Wow. That's more honesty than I expected from you.
Clippers got a strong team.
They do got a strong
They got a
squad.
strong
So
team.
you and Tim
Built
might
for the
not. You and
playoffs.
Tim might not be able to have no Texas on that one.
We
then.
gonna
If
get
y'all
some
both-
Texas on it.
If
But
y'all both thinking,
we gon- this is
if
the-
y'all
this-
both thinking Clippers,
This is the Good Game podcast. And I'm gonna just keep it real. But we gonna have Texas on it. I bet on my guys. I ain't just gonna be a bunch of hot air.
okay.
Me and him gonna do what we got to do if they. Need
Okay,
it.
I just wonder if there's gonna be some action on it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know,
So I put the Clippers, and I got the Clippers and Lakers, right?
yeah.
Clippers. Give me the Clippers, and you know what? A soft 6.
Soft six.
A soft 6.
Not
Not
a-
even
not
a
a
hard
hard one.
6.
Not
No. No. They're gonna have a harder time with Denver. A soft 6.
Soft six.
Yeah, a soft go ahead home.
I can see Kawhi Leonard and LeBron getting mad at each other.
Oh, I could too.
It's gonna get real.
Yeah, it's gonna get real, but he can't. He can't handle Kawhi.
Got you.
He can't handle Kawhi.
So
you
you
think he
got
can? Can he get off on Kawhi?
Kawhi ain't tripping.
And Kawhi sit down on him for real? Can he get missing?
We gonna see.
Can he get rid of him? I'm just asking.
It's gonna be a dog fight. No, he gonna have to hold it. He gonna have to have that ball. He gonna get his numbers because he got the ball all the time. But when it comes down to that crunch, he gonna be swinging at the Danny Green.
AD, where was you at? Hey, bro. Okay, so it's the championship.
I got the Raptors versus the Clippers.
And I got. Didn't
Clippers
I say
versus the
Milwaukee?
Bucks.
Give me the Clippers. Oh, he's gonna lock him up again. Might be 5.
5.
5.
So that's the only reason I wanted the Bucks, because the Bucks gonna pound on the Clippers. But anyways, I got the
But
Raptors.
Greek gonna get locked up again, bro.
I got the Raptors.
Yeah.
I got the Raptors winning it in the bubble.
You don't believe that.
Raptors winning it in the bubble.
Right. Come on, man. You just trying to be different. You don't believe that. Do you believe the Raptors going to win the championship? You want to bring it back? You want to roll that back?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You
no,
want it back so
no,
bad you can
no.
taste it.
I'm a dance this one off when you like, damn, how he called that?
No.
Raptors.
Okay. All right. Well, I got the Clippers winning it all.
All right, well.
Over Milwaukee in 5. Because I believe Claw still.
I got the Raptors in
I don't
7.
believe that Greek has expanded his game.
I got the Raptors
Gonna
in
get
7.
locked up again.
I got the Raptors in 7.
Okay. So there you have it. Our playoff predictions, or bubble off predictions, as my man called it.
Let's shut down and get to the closer.
Let's do it. We'll holler at y'all. Here it is. It's time for the closer. As I always do at this time, I close out Tony Rice at the last minute and show him how it's really done.
I just want you to close out and be honest. I need your honesty bad right now.
Okay, we already set the stage for the closer. Reset it for those that forgot.
I'll reset it. Since 2008 to 2018, I just need the top 7 players
Okay.
in the Eastern Conference other than LeBron James.
Wow. So, and they don't have to have been great that whole time? Like, say, for instance, I could put Greek Freak in there.
No, I need Greek Freak probably was great for 2 years out of that time. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna be
he might
reaching if
7th.
not.
He might be 7th
Okay.
in that.
So
time.
we got D Wade.
D Wade had about 5-6 years of greatness in that time.
Okay, so we got Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh,
We got Kyrie.
Kyrie,
We got you got to put he went over there the whole time, but you got to put Paul George in there.
Paul George.
You got to put Paul George in there.
Do you put Kevin Love in there? I thought he might have did a little bit more than Bosh, but
Nah, because he was when he was wrecking before he got with LeBron. He was over out west. Because you with what you call it, you get at least some of that. You get some of that Toronto work with Chris Bosh. Man, you got Embiid.
not from 18. Embiid ain't did more than Love.
I mean, I guess you got to put. I guess you can put Love in there, but he really didn't do that much on those Cleveland teams. His career took a turn with them, in my opinion. That took a turn, but if we run out of
Though he didn't do that much, when you say he did more than Joakim Noah, he did more than anybody else in the East.
I think he might have had to do
You
it.
got to slide Carmelo in there.
That's what I was about to say. You do got to slide Melo in there. Unfortunately, D Rose had too short of a stint.
Right.
Because you would have
might
to
get in there. He might get in there at 7. Even with a short stint in his first 3 years.
I can't put you. I just can't put you in there.
Gotcha.
Can we? Man, what you call it? Their name's reign was ending. Paul Pierce and
Right.
KG and those guys. Man, really nothing. But I guess you could say DeMar DeRozan. Could you put DeMar DeRozan because he did a lot with Toronto?
I can slide him in there.
You might. I guess. So, I mean, that's really what you're looking at. Is those kind? Are we leaving out somebody?
So, I'm drawing you to where I was going. What's
Okay.
why I asked you.
Okay.
I had a debate, and a lot of times when you bring up Kevin Durant and you bring up all the other killers, we get a rush with guys, and they tell us about the 8 straight. Mm-hmm. The 8 straight. What you just told me, and if people are honest, right? Mm-hmm. The 8 straight, and then what shortened the 8 straight? Anytime we bring up Durant, they say he formed Voltron.
Yes, he did.
So what was it called what was going on out in East if through all those years you just named 4 teammates that was with Buddy? What did he form out if the top 5 people in the East was all with him? Who were they playing against?
Nobody. Maybe a star or two by themselves, like Paul George was over there with Lance Stevenson
So did they form
and
Voltron?
Hibbert.
So was that? So was the Was the difference of them
Yes.
to Indiana greater
Yes.
than the difference of Golden State to Cleveland? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely yes.
So I'm just trying to debunk the.
And then couldn't seal the deal when you got to the finals. So it showed even that you needed that dominance. Because as soon as you met a team that had something going, you lost to
That's what I'm saying. And
to
that's
Nowitzki with less talent.
with less talent.
To San Antonio was older squad.
Older squad. But they want to act like those squads were miracle squads.
No.
So when you lose to Durant and them, it wasn't like, this is what I told a friend of mine. Because, in the gamble world, Vegas doesn't, they build buildings off of their things. Off their lines.
Absolutely. They don't lose much.
They don't lose much. So at the beginning of each year, and this is what the LeBron fan and the Cleveland fans to get you with, and the Miami fans. At the beginning of the year, Vegas picks their winner.
Yes.
Who's going to get to the finals, top 2, top 3, 4, 5 teams. So every year that LeBron was in the East Coast.
They were they were the underdog.
No, this is what they're going to
Oh,
get
at
to.
the beginning of the year they were the favorite.
They were the favorites to the
But by the
finals.
time they got there, they
Finals,
like
they were the underdogs to who they were playing.
because Vegas said,
Because of the mesh.
Yes.
Just like what's going on now. Remember what you just said?
Yeah.
You just said, man, the Lakers ain't really been playing good. Because of the mesh. Not because of everything they got.
no, not
No,
because
it's the
everything they got,
mesh. So
and
who
because
are-
they started seeing also. Let's be honest, LeBron ain't gonna deliver.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's what- at the
Vegas
beginning-
ain't stupid. Vegas is smart.
And at the beginning of the year, Vegas is looking at like I always ask people, preseason picks come from the talent you got.
Yeah.
So when they put Ohio State Buckeyes or Alabama,
They don't know
first,
how y'all gonna mesh.
They just give you the talent.
That's all.
So when they always run to the excuse like Golden State had so much, it hurts my feelings because every year
If you sit here and say it hurts my feelings,
it hurts my feelings because every year the great
nigga, that don't hurt your
it
feelings.
hurt my feelings, man.
It
Because,
hurts your feelings.
because it's like they don't know what they're talking about. Every year, Cleveland or Miami was predicted to first.
They
right?
were.
And if
Always.
they weren't predicted first, guess. So when Kevin Durant went to Golden State was predicted first. Guess who was predicted second? The Cavs. So are we acting like it's that big of a difference?
Can't be.
Are we asking too much for are we asking too much
I think
for the second best player or the best player they tell us to ever play the game to outplay Kevin Durant?
with Kyrie and Kevin Love on your squad, and some great role players,
Just outplay Kevin Durant.
and the coach you chose, everything surrounded how you like it.
Right.
This is what you wanted. You went out there to eat. Everybody's saying, man, that first game, man, if J.R. Smith hadn't did this or that, if he can do that, then let him keep doing it. Win. Whatever I'm from Jordan and Kobe school. Whatever it takes, right?
Whatever it takes.
If that's what it's going to take to win, then do it again. But when it didn't do it the first time, I ain't doing it no more. No, because they playing with you, bro. They like, go do. Let me see what you gonna do. And then when it was time, I think you make a great point with that. If you name the top players, the vast majority were his teammates. You can't name it without naming Bosh, D Wade. You threw Love in there. You got to throw Kyrie in.
Right.
Like,
So
That's-
my question would be, when they say, well, did you ever think, how are they supposed to beat the Warriors? Who did you think, honestly, in the East was going to beat Miami?
nobody.
Who did you think in the East was going to beat the Cavs?
Nobody. And I got to be honest with you. At first, I didn't think anybody was going, and I'm talking about looking on paper. I didn't think anybody was going to beat Miami from the West either. Dallas shouldn't have beat them.
Oh, no.
San Antonio shouldn't have beat them.
no. Oh,
So I'm like, when I was looking at it too, I'm like, man, they done stacked it. They going to win. Like they said, not 3, not 4, not 5. I bought in like, man, these bums about to run it. Man, they going to win 5, 6, 7 straight. You know, D-Wade doing chin-ups on the rim before games. They was clouded before the game started. With LeBron's running up and down as fast as he can. D-Wade's jumping into the bottom of the bucket, doing chin-ups. They put on absolute display.
Listen.
And they got 2 and lost 2.
Listen,
Was they put on the show though to act like we get ready to absolutely ball
To get to and lose to, and they compare him to MJ.
and have him get carried out in cramps like he got carried out. In cramps.
I'm done, man.
I'm done too, bro.
We
Listen,
gonna
man, it's been a great show. We done got silly, bro. It's been a great show. I look forward to the playoffs. Texas. We only got Texas on one thing for now, but
Right.
there's time.
You got the 4-0, I got the 4-2.
That's it.
Dallas and Clippers.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
All right, man. Y'all have a blessed one. It's been great, man. You got any last
I
words?
got nothing else.
We out of here, bro.
All right.